rookie to the game, but they won't know me for my overdose. They'll know me for my...
It's your favorite unapologetic lesbian, back with another one. This time, we've got Upchurch, Sir/Man. I don't know. I like when he does these titles. It leaves us guessing. So let's not guess anymore and check this video out.
You know, one of the most fascinating things I can say I've experienced with this job that I have in this line of work is the way you get to observe and see different sides of human behavior. And I think most of the bizarre human behavior we're seeing now is because of the side effects of the internet. If you ask me, the internet and the World Wide Web was made for something besides learning stuff. Definitely something more than learning stuff. Definitely more than even making money. I mean, the name alone, come on. World Wide Web. What happens when you get in a web? You get stuck. Internet. What happens when you enter a net? You're stuck. I don't expect it to be made for learning or giving anybody knowledge, since it has so much false, on purpose, wrong knowledge. I mean, think about it. With everything that gets promoted, everything that pops up in front of your face on accident, even though you're like, what the fuck, I would never look that up. All these different images, you know, entering your imagination, it alters how you think, how you feel, everything. Now, if it was about money, like we said before, if this was designed for money, then why does it try to make you feel and act a certain way that is not good for you? Don't you think a country full of happy, flourishing people would make way more money than one that is tearing itself apart because of what? Internet. Internet is attached to a lot of shit. I mean, it's attached to you every day of your life. Me, every day of my life. In our pocket. Right beside the pocket that holds your wallet. That's why your phone's listening to everything you say, and it's like, buy this. You're like, fuck, I really do need this.
Well, it's either I really do need this or, ooh, I really do like/want/love, like that type of need. No, I do it too, but I don't necessarily buy the shit. Like, that creeps me out. Anytime I'm talking about something and then I go to pull up Instagram and scroll for just 2 seconds, there's whatever I was just talking about. YouTube too, like, Big Brother always watching and listening.
It's because it knows you. It knows how to pickpocket you. If
it's in your pocket,
it can steal your money. It can steal your thoughts. If it can steal your money and steal your thoughts, then it can choose your personality. If it can choose your personality, it can alter or change your friend group. If it can change your friend group, it can alter your belief system. And last but not least, if it can alter your belief system, then it can take faith away from you. So you have zero faith in yourself, which causes mass depression. Not only mass depression, but people having anxiety because their social skills drop because no one's talking to each other how they should. And even if your social skills didn't drop, so many out here has dropped that the ones who still have great social skills really have no fucking body to talk to. Now, think about this sentence. People used to be social and network until social media network. Ain't that a crazy...
Say that again.
Social skills really have no fucking body to talk to. Now, think about this sentence. People used to be social and network until social media network. Ain't that a crazy sentence? It is.
It is. But it's so true. Holy shit. Okay.
So when you take that into consideration, and you take the fact that no one really talks to each other with words anymore, and there's a lot of people who don't have good vocabulary or don't know the vocabulary they're even talking, then in the future, how could there ever be men or women of their word? There can't. They're making words not matter. They're trying to replace words with numbers. So in the future, there is no man of their word. There's only man of numbers. That's it. And if you are a man or woman of your word, what did they do? They shove words in your mouth. It's not your words in the first place. They were someone else's idea of words that you could possibly say. So then a man of his word loses the credibility of his word because of something he didn't say, metaphorically speaking. Which leads me back to the money thing. I know some people's going to be like, well, no, it definitely is about money, church. Maybe a little bit. But it's also about something else. Because there's a weird error in human behavior that is happening, which lets me know that money is not the only thing. Numbers is not the only thing. And here's what it is. If that's the case, why is there this weird error where people who are in fact barely making ends meet are on the internet with a persona acting rich and wealthy to get rich and wealthy when they are in fact not rich and wealthy? That is an error. Because think about it. If you're barely making ends meet and you're playing a character that is rich and wealthy to get rich and wealthy, where is that going to end you? In the end, it's going to leave you barely making ends meet. Because you were the artificial rich and wealthy, not the natural rich and wealthy. So, that leads me to ask you this question, viewer. In time of need, and if your life depended on it, are you going to follow a man of their word or a man of their numbers? Because let me tell you this. A man of their word has shut their mouth and listened to many other men's words. A man of numbers is going to see you as taken away from their number. And that ain't good for you. Since we were kids, we've been told what? Knowledge is power. I know somebody out there remembers watching Schoolhouse Rock. I don't think knowledge is power. I think time to observe is power. If knowledge was power, then the fuck's going on? Because here's all the knowledge, right? It's in your pocket. I know what you're thinking.
I was just gonna say I grew up. My parents taught me knowledge is power, but then on the same side of that, my mom is an observer. She observes everything, and I mean everything. I can remember going to the mall with her back in middle and high school, and we would just sit down on benches in the middle of the mall and just observe people and watch them, observe their behavior. And to the question, I'm definitely following a man of their word. You're definitely. You can sit here and say something all day long, but if you hold true to your word, well, I'm trying to think of how to say this. You can sit here and talk all day, every day, and not do anything. For example, I feel kind of bad because the other day I said I had 10 videos and then I got hit with whatever is going on with me right now in this, why my voice sounds like this, and the coughing. I said I was going to get 10 videos out because I had 10 videos. They didn't come out when I said I didn't keep my word. I wasn't a woman of my word. And that upsets me because I am a woman of my word. I keep my word as much as I can. And if I don't keep my word, y'all won't watch. Just another liar. I'm following a man or woman of their word.
And yeah, there's a lot more stupid motherfuckers to have all the knowledge in your pocket.
Facts.
Well, that's because they're chasing sense instead of remaining with their common sense. It's a different sense.
Facts, though.
Different form of sense to get rid of your senses. So then what? Well, now the higher up people who understand every fucking part of common sense, which is why they're able to do and implement things in society to change your common sense. It's because they understand common sense. So they're taking people's common sense away to chase the sense, like money. And what do people do for it? Lie, steal, backstab. Now you see.
Make fools of themselves, do stupid, outrageous things that if money wasn't involved, they wouldn't be doing.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Like two twins making out.
Everyone on the internet who has common fucking sense and just says what they want are the ones getting canceled. The ones they're trying to erase. They don't want any men of words saying fucking words. Which is why men and women of their words on here, what happens to them? Well, the number man comes and he makes your numbers go down so your words aren't as loud anymore. Because if they're not as loud anymore, then no one will hear you enough to fucking gain their common sense back for themselves and have faith in themselves and their community. You know what I think all this is? I think we're an experiment of experience and an exhibit or example of expedition and exploration. Church sermon is over. Boy. Boy.
Oh, fucking K. Facts through the whole video. And then just that last part. Just, insert mind blown emoji. Damn. That's one thing. I'm only a couple of months younger than him. I turned 32 in December. And we're the era that no one talks about. I do remember life before the internet. And it was absolutely amazing. Well, there was problems and stuff, but it was amazing. People got along better. There was still hatred in the world. There was still evil, but more people got along. Then here comes the 2000s and the millennium, and everything is computer. Everything is technology, and it's just progressively got worse since. And I've always not liked technology. Yes, I'm sitting here using technology now. That doesn't mean I have to like it. Technology always glitches. Always. Technology is not perfect. It will never be perfect. But damn, if they don't try to make that money. And I think it has to do with money, but it also has to do with control. Like iRobot. I think that movie is pretty close, and that's just my opinion, pretty close to what our reality coming, basically. How they're meant to help us, but then the flip of a switch or the push of a button, they're not helping us anymore. They're controlling us. And don't care if we survive or not. Like, we don't need technology. We really don't. Technology has been helpful. It has been useful at times. But, just my opinion, we don't need it. And yeah, unapologetic lesbian. I say words all the time. I say words that piss people off. I have a whole community pissed off at me. And I'm actually supposed to be with that community, so to speak, whatever. Like, oh, black sheep of my family. And I guess the black sheep of the world. Fuck it. If you guys like this reaction, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.